Hi everybody, my name is Pew Pew Choo Choo, and today we will be starting a brand new Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 3 Götterdämmerung, which is the German faction DLC for the game. As you can see here, this is actually the only country we can play inside this DLC. So recently, what's it called? Heart of Darkness or something has came out for Victoria 2. In all honesty, I'm not that big of a Victoria 2 fan, but I know you guys like the Paradox Interactive's. This is a series of games, so I kind of figured we might as well play this. I mean, somebody asked for it on one of the videos, and I kind of figured why not. I mean, I personally love Hearts of Iron 3 with this DLC, so I figured I might as well, right? So this is I think it's like a $1 or $2 DLC that you can pick up for the for Hearts of Iron for the motherland, really, and all it really does is that it makes it so that you can essentially control the faction in Germany really in depth. And what I mean by that is that everything inside the game is all themed around Germany. The diplomacy menu, the units. If I build, like, light panzer division, you get the uniform, you get the picture of the little tank, and you get the pros and cons of the units. And you get special units like the 88mm towed flat gun, and eventually you get like Africa core units and really cool stuff like that, which is kind of nice. The technology tree is also cool. You can research like doctrinal stuff that actually focused on the Wehrmacht. Like, if you really wanted to, you could get winter clothes for your troops before you invaded Russia and stuff and such like that. So that's really nice. It's been a while since I played a Paradox Interactive strategy game, so I'm kind of lost right now, and one thing that I'm wondering about is which one is OKW and which one is OKH. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Technically they're both OKH, I guess. So first and foremost, we need to get all of our troops moved throughout the country, but actually we can kind of wait on that right now. What I kind of want to do is just use the hotkey, and I kind of want to spend all of that extra IC that we have in building some more industrial capacity for our country here inside Germany. Now obviously this is a game about World War II. My plan for this game is to really just just mess things up, really mess up the Soviet Union over here, mess up France and Italy and Great Britain as soon as possible. And then somebody wanted me to play like an 83-year-old campaign of this game, but in that situation, in all honesty, I'm probably not gonna do that, simply because it is a really long game, and I'm kind of strapped for time right now, so I'm not gonna be doing that. But I will give it my best shot. We'll build one rocket testing site, I guess. You can't play this game without nukes, so we're gonna go like that. And now it's time for the other fun part, where we actually had to do the diplomatic stuff inside the game. So allocate some points to diplomacy, allocate most of the stuff for research right now. Germany right now only needs about 5 officers per day at the beginning of the game. Now, I'm not really sure if I should just assume that everybody kind of knows how to play Hearts of Iron by now, or what. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, but I think what I will do for the leadership stuff is that I'll put 2 points on espionage and put the intelligence on AI control. The reason I want to do that is because we have to run this game for the Motherland expansion pack, and you might have seen that inside my playthrough of Italy on their Finest Hour expansion pack, is that you can actually do like covert operations with the intelligence stuff, but inside this expansion we can't do that. So we're just gonna leave it up to the the other thing to do, and yeah, that's it. So with that said, we're just gonna go like that, grab that stuff, light tank brigade, stuff and such like that, and I'm just trying to kind of plan out what the our doctrine will be for this game. The thing about this particular, it's technically a mod for Hearts of Iron 3, right? Is that because the tabs here have changed, I'm just trying to figure out a really good way to kind of get everything to be back into focus with our doctrine, right? So that's kind of what I need to do there. And I think what we'll do for Doctrine is that we'll get operational level organization, obviously, because it's one of the most helpful tools inside the game. It makes it easier to attack. We'll be getting guerrilla warfare because it increases the ability to ambush people. That's always very helpful, and it decreases supply by a little bit. We'll be getting infantry warfare later on. Centralized planning is another thing that we should get. Assault concentration is another thing that I guess we will be getting. And we'll be getting a delay doctrine, of course, tactical command structure, because that's efficient. And we will be getting Sturkapont, or however you pronounce these things, but we'll be getting that one for sure, and we'll be definitely getting the Blitzkrieg doctrine as soon as possible. I'm actually going to start researching the Blitzkrieg doctrine right now, simply because it is really helpful. And I believe that's actually all we had to get, except for maybe supply transportation, but it looks like we're already pretty good in that. What should we put our 2 remaining points in? Well, I think I will be going with capital ships. I'm thinking of doing carriers because we do eventually need them to invade the United States and places like that, but in reality, I mean, do we really want to? Like this early inside the game, it's not really needed, right? I think what I will be doing instead is getting, oh great, everything's already done for me. That's the problem with playing with Germany, is that unless you really know what you, like, absolutely want to do, yeah, typically all of the stuff is already done. I guess I'll get heavy bombers, just for the Battle of Britain, I guess, and without further ado, let's speed up the game. And during that time, I guess I'll just reoccupy the Rhineland over here. Do something like that. And all we're trying to do is move the army closer to the front right here. We're just gonna reoccupy the Rhineland, and what is this? U-boat waffle. Okay, I know what that one does. Reoccupation of the Rhineland. Appeasement is the first step in in Hitler's rise to power, because the Western powers on this side didn't really say much when he came into power. He was able to essentially get what he wanted at all times. What do we have available? 1 ship? That's nice to know. Over here, I'm just trying to pick out quite a few of the good industrialists for our country. We don't necessarily need as much IC. We need to get a lot of resources though, because as soon as the war breaks out, I have a feeling that Germany is going to be. Oh my god, automate the trade. I have a feeling that Germany is actually going to get really vulnerable due to their supply lines, really. Sino-German thing. So let's see, we can help China out. Yeah, nationalist China out against Japan inside their war by a little bit. So let's see. We can send that over, and then I think that will give us one trade agreement that'll give us some more rare materials. Germany does have a deflict for raw materials and oil. Those are the two main things to worry about, but if we build up our industry by quite a lot, we'll have to worry about metal as well. So one of the things that I kind of want to avoid is worrying about the smaller things like resources all that much. So I kind of want to just here's Group A. I just kind of want to alleviate those problems by kind of setting up our stuff so that we can produce ample amounts of stuff and such fairly easily. So yeah, with that Sino-Soviet Shino pact, we produced a lot more rare materials, so we'll be actually stockpiling some of those each day. But since we have a lot of those and we have a lot of unused IC, I think I'm actually gonna build some troops. Germany needs to have a lot more troops of just infantry and artillery, and we need quite a couple of those. I think we'll need 3 of them, and we'll just be producing those infinitely till the end of time, really. And we'll need 2 with the anti-tanks guns. So yeah, just do something like that, and that'll just give us a lot of multi-use infantry that can hold ground, but also infantry that can also take on tanks, which will be really helpful. Advances in a lot of stuff that I quite honestly don't care about right now. Well, no, that's not true. I kind of care about it. Just a bit. My ideal condition for starting the war is that Germany has a small but efficient tank force at the ready. Oops, First Army Corps. And going from there, we can just kind of build up from that area. So we're going to detach First Army Corps right here, and we're going to bring all of the tanks to pretty much one location inside the middle of Germany, and we're just going to be building up from there. A lot more advances, that is very good. Now, if I'm correct, Germany started off with building light tank brigades with the smaller Panzer, where the P-35Ts and the really small tankettes, and then eventually, after the fall of France, is when they actually started building some of the more advanced ones, like the Panzer IV, the Panzer III, stuff and such like that. So, what I think I'll do for the tank corps idea is that as soon as the stuff that's been completed for the IC portions, I'll try to move everything into building medium armored tank brigades is what I think we'll be really needing. More research is possible. We'll just cap it there, put it in diplomacy, because we do need to start influencing countries. What can we get immediately? Italy needs a push into our direction, so we're gonna influence their country. They don't want to trade with us, that is fine. And now starts the period where we just kind of sit here for a while and twiddle our thumbs because there's not a lot of action going on. That is the start of the game for the, well, that's the start of the game for Hearts of Iron 3, really. You just kind of sit here and you just wait until, you know, it's 1939 and then it's time to go to war. But the important thing is that we do have to construct a lot of infantry. Infantry that we then put into our army because most of the German corps I don't have full full troops yet, which is quite annoying. So let's see what they have. They have 3 infantry regiments, or 3 infantry. What would you call these? Because they would be infantry divisions. I guess these would be infantry regiments. Which is kind of odd. Some countries don't use regiments. I believe it usually goes like country, then it goes like battalion, then regiment, then division, I believe, or something like that. But we need to assign a lot of these infantry troops to the various command centers. What command organization is this? This is Berlin HQ, or Hughes Group A. Put these under Hughes Group A. Yeah, it's a pain in the butts trying to sort out the whole army situation here, but at least we got that done. Lose some descent, do some stuff out of that. That is very, very good. And what else should we worry about now? Cap production, increase production in these 3 areas, and I think everything should be good now. Spanish Civil War intervention. We will send some good stuff to them. Operational land organization is too far. Oh wait, no, that was technical command. Wrong one. Wrong one. What else should we? God damn it. What else should we invest in right now? I think we should get some more tank tank doctrines. Yeah, that should all work out. So we get a few of these like events that aren't normally portrayed inside the game, which is rather nice. So this one gets us a propaganda campaign. That'll be really helpful. And that kind of gets that done. Bitburg HQ. Both of these need panzer divisions immediately. Oh, there we go. This is the event that I'm looking for. So, one of the things that you can do with the DLC is that Germany started a series of 4-year plans. I think Joseph Goebbels was the person who instituted them, and they were essentially, well, just 4-year projects, really. So, I think the Autobahn was actually built out of one of these, but essentially what we can do is go for a heavy industry bonus, which gives us IC, and efficiency, agriculture, which gives us manpower, but I think, yeah, that's the only thing. Consumer goods is money, which isn't necessarily all that needed. For resource independence orientation, this plan, it does make us lose a few supplies. However, we gain a global resources bonus, and we gain an IC efficiency bonus, and that's the one that I'm going to be going for. But we had to replace the guy with Goebbels. And we also had to build more supplies because then we'd be in the negative. So that's pretty much gonna help us jump the gun on our resources, which is very, very nice. With the increase in resource spend in resource gain, we can kind of really step up building our armies. Yeah, that's really nice. Have that nice benefit for all of these resources that we produce. That is really gonna help us do quite a lot of things. That's gonna help us go very far inside this campaign. At least for now. One more event. Anti-com turn pat. Let's go with Japan, simply because we can. In the air, I don't want these two anymore. We want logistical strike and installation strike efficiency now. What I plan to do is build a really strict adherence to the German command system here. What I want to do is base our doctrine off of using the traditional blitzkrieg tactics. I want to make the tank corps the essential portion of the German army. However, the tank corps is only still going to be fairly small because with too many tanks, we run into the problem of having what just happened there? Oh, we gained quite a lot of IC, but one of the problems that occurs when we have a lot of tanks is that tanks, they can't defend locations very well. The idea of the tank is essentially a thing that attacks. It should never slow down, because when tanks sit in one location, it's very easy to blow them up. That's the whole idea. Tanks in defensive operations should always be mounting counterattacks. That's kind of what everything should be based off of for this to work. So we need infantry to hold ground. That's why we're constantly building infantry, because as soon as we go to war with Russia, our frontalage is just going to increase and increase and increase. The tank portion breaks through and envelops troops, and then Panzer Grenadiers follow them up, encircle those troops and break those, while infantry hold static lines. In the meantime, we need to build some Panzer Corps. Something like that, something with decent hardness, decent resistibility. And I wonder what these armored car divisions actually give off. These ones actually aren't that helpful. Typically I'd buy some engineers simply because they do help quite a little bit in attacking garrison locations and bridge crossing locations. So I guess we'll get a few of those, and we'll get 3 of those, and we'll do a series of 5 runs. So something like that, and I think we'll build up the Luftwaffe a little bit as well, and we'll get a few planes. And that should keep the things running. So tanks break through, infantry defends, and then the air support comes into play when the panzer divisions need support from artillery, which can't catch up to the tanks. So that's kind of their role inside all of this. Everything needs to have a purpose like that. We need to build a few of these as well. Now, with that kept and said, we want a few things. We already have motorized infantry. We want mechanized infantry for the Panzer Grenadiers to follow up with the tanks. But another thing that we want is the light Jaegers. Jaegers are pretty much mountain troops. They're the replacement for all of the... they get a bonus for fighting inside jungles and inside mountainous terrain and forests. Essentially, well, they're light infantry, right? They're infantry that's light enough to go places where regular infantry can't. So we kind of want to grab that immediately. Now what should we get here? Let's get mountain warfare, because we will be needing that. What else? What else should we get here? Get some production efficiency tech, some agriculture, and some education, I guess. Supply production will be another thing that will be nice. Supply throughput would be also something that I'd rather like to have. And there we go. And now we can research the light Jaegers, which will come into handy very, very nicely. And I guess we'll get the Arctic Warfare thingy as well. Activate the assault gun. Oh, perfect. We can build assault guns now. One thing that I want to bring attention to is the assault guns located inside the game. So an assault gun battalion is a unique thing that Germany can build. So let's see. It can be constructed within 142 days. Or no, that's the other thing, 152 days. It has an attack power of 3-2 compared to a Panzer of 3-3, which builds in double the amount of time. Its toughness ratings is only about half as big, but that's alright. Its speed is 9 compared to the Panzer's speed of 6, and it takes drastically lower, about half as much IC to build one of these assault gun battalions. So with that said, assault gun battalions and Panzer Grenadiers is quite a nice mix. If everything turns out, if we absolutely need more tanks onto the field, we'll probably be building an absolute ton of assault guns to just kind of support our force. Trying to see where we need some more troops onto the field. Because we want to just kind of use our infantry to plug up these gaps inside our lines and use our mobile tank force to really hit the enemy. And what I kind of mean by that is that when we counterattack a province, obviously the enemy's attack kind of breaks off. So in theory, if we just have enough troops to kind of keep the enemy occupied long enough so that our tanks can kind of break through later on, then that works with me, right? Kind of want to balance these troops out so that they have a nice mix of anti-tank guns and artillery. Artillery to break through, and anti-tank guns to do other stuff. Oh, you can't do the make a core out of these troops anymore. That sucks. But I guess that works. So yeah, all of those troops are part of that unit, and we'll just attach that to Bitburg command like that. Perfect. Excel Army Corps. For the time being, I'm just trying to sort out my infantry. I really don't like kind of doing that as a full-time thing, just restructuring our army, but I mean, hey, it has to happen, right? So just try to get all of that done. But now it looks like everything should be good, and now we can now we have a solid army. Sino-Japanese War. Do we still need those resources? Continue the deal to try to get China into the Axis. In reality, this front doesn't pertain to us all that much. So either way, really. In the meantime, more advancements happen for the war effort. Oh, this is going to be painful sorting through all of the commanders, but essentially we need to find Heinz Guderian, Rommel, Keitel, Manstein, who else? I think Hans von Luck. Who else? Who else is important? Yeah, well, found Keitel, that's good. And I think we need one more. Lutz is there as well. What is his name now? I can't remember. Rouse. Something with Rouse inside it. So we need to find those people, and we need to assign them a few key positions inside the army. Here, let's remove these. Infantry is all set up. Marine infantry should be done by now as well. I'm actually going to do operational level organization once again, simply because it is just such an effective thing to do. Put a few more research projects and stuff and such like that, and I guess we'll just train a lot more officers for the time being. Do something like that. And pump a lot more IC into producing commercial goods. There we go. So that should essentially set us up for the war effort. I have a feeling this is going to be the end of the first part. I mean, we're inching forward closer and closer to the war date, which is very, very good. Later on, we'll be able to actually find the commanders that I was talking about and give them control of the important military corps, and really go from there. So I will see you guys later. I know, actually, I know Guderian is in here somewhere. He wrote the book on all of this stuff earlier. Have to find him. Maybe he's already assigned to something, that's why. Is he inside here? Oh well. I guess I'll leave that to the next part, but for now, goodbye, and be sure to like and subscribe to get those automatic notifications about the videos. Usually I update every week, but you know, sometimes things happen, right? So I'll see you guys later on. Bye-bye!